Good morning, everybody. We're having our daily devotion in the land of wisdom. We've already grown in wisdom. Today we're learning about how to handle the spiritual battle that we're in as we look at Psalm 3. In Psalm 3, David is on the run from his son Absalom. Being on the run is bad enough, but on the run from your own son, imagine that. Home trouble is the worst kind of trouble. Let's read. Verse 1, it says, "Lord, how my troubles have increased. Many are they that rise up against me. Everyone is saying, he's hopeless. Not even God will save him. Selah." Now, that word Selah is a mysterious word. It means take a moment and breathe. There's something here in his word that God is breathing upon, something that he wants you to catch. Whenever you come upon a Selah, God is giving you opportunity to listen and engage. So contemplate what's just been written. Lean into it. There's always more than what we see at first. Just give the word your attention, and God will unlock its secrets to you. Now, allow the light of God's word to probe your heart and examine if you ever felt like David did. Times where troubles are mounting and you're feeling like you're in an impossible situation. You're feeling there's no way out. That claustrophobia you're feeling is brought on by pressure. Deadlines and bills piling up and heavy schedules and people and family and work and church and guilt and sin and unforgiveness and anxiety and shame and blame and all of these things, and suddenly you are suffocating and you feel surrounded. Psalm 3 and verse 6 says, David had tens of thousands of enemies. Multitudes are pitted against us. Multitudes of negative voices, multitudes of negative situations. What's going on? Ephesians says that marshaled against us are principalities and powers and rulers of the darkness of this world and spiritual wickedness in high places. Life is a battle. We're on a spiritual battleground. The natural things that we find coming against us create so much pressure in our lives on account of the spiritual battle that we're in. What can you do about that? Put me in a ring and I can box, but what can I do about demons? Well, in verse 3, it says, God, you are a shield around me, my glory, and the lifter of my head. I cried to the Lord with my voice, and he heard me out of his holy hill. So there's three things that you need to do. First, cry out to God. When you're in trouble, don't whinge and whine about it. Don't complain and blame. Call out to God. He'll heal you. He'll answer you. And he'll deliver you. Secondly, it says that God is the glory and the lifter of my head. So chin up now. You're not down and out. Your head means that God is talking about your thought life. Negative thoughts are going to weigh you down. So instead, fill your mind with God's thoughts. I'm above and not beneath, and no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Put God's thoughts into your head, and you'll find you'll be able to lift your head up high. And finally, a spiritual battle requires spiritual weapons. So God is your shield. Ephesians 6 says, put on the full armor of God so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. That's saying that God is your shield. He is your armor. He is your protection. And he'll protect you from the intimidation of the enemy. So surround yourself with God's presence. And the way that you surround yourself with God's presence is to worship. That's the wisdom of worship. God bless you. Have a great day. And we'll see you again tomorrow.